minute has gone by in the penalty to Carey Price. Oshie off the bench, cuts to his forehand. Now he takes the shot.
Hey everyone, so Hubs and I are leaving for Paris today, so this vlog is going to be up after we get back and probably after the Paris vlog. I did cut my hair. It is quite short, but it's dirty, and since we're traveling today, I decided just to put it back. My husband and I have been meaning to try this place. It's called Kanga Aussie Meat Pies, and back in, I can't remember which year, but we headed to Montreal and we went to a meat pie place and it was really, really yummy. And tourtière is one of my favorite foods ever, which is a Quebecois meat pie. So I'm going to show you what we got. So they have a whole bunch of different pies, and they get some new ones and some special ones every now and then, and we picked up 5 of them. We're gonna share them all. So here's what they look like. I actually thought they were smaller, and now that I see them in person, they're quite large. Hopefully my husband and I will be able to eat them all. If not, you can freeze them. So there's a little symbol on top of each pie, and that corresponds with this menu card. So the little symbol on the menu card is what the pie is. So for example, the first pie there, the traditional Aussie, has a little hand stamp on it. So that's this pie right here. We also got the Kiwi Classic. In the middle, we have Mum's Chicken Pie. This one is not on the menu. It's a new one for them. It's called the Gobbler. So it's a turkey pie. And this one here is the pepper steak pie. So they look really good and they smell really, really good. The crust smells so buttery. And oh, I can't wait to dig in. Here is the Mum's Chicken Pie. Here is the Gobbler. It's a turkey pie and it looks very similar to the chicken one, but it has that turkey scent to it. This one here is the pepper steak. Okay guys, I'm full. We ate 3 of the pies. I had 2 halves and a quarter, and they were all actually really good. So I'm excited to eat the rest, but I just need a short break. They are quite filling. My husband's doing well though. He actually wants to continue. Got my spicy ketchup here ready, so I'm gonna continue packing and then we're gonna eat the rest. This one here is the traditional Aussie. This last one here is the Kiwi Classic, and the Aussie one was so good. So we are all done the meat pies. I am so full. My husband is okay. I liked all of them actually. I would get them all again. Probably the one I liked the least was the pepper steak because it was quite peppery, not like super duper peppery, but I'm not a huge fan of peppercorn. So that one is the one where I had a quarter of it and my husband had the rest. I'm going to finish getting ready for our trip and I will be back later for the rest of this Toronto vlog. Hey everyone, so we are back in Toronto and the first order of business is to get some dim sum. So we weren't really away long enough to crave any of our usual foods, but we haven't had dim sum in a really long time, so we thought we would do that today. And it is a little bit cooler this week. I know you guys had a really nice week when we were gone, so I'm all decked out in my fall gear. We're happy to be home, happy to see Lulu and Truffle and be back in our condo. So yeah, good day. Hey everyone, so we are heading down to the harbor front. We haven't been there in ages, it seems like. We're gonna grab some bubble tea and then play Pokemon for a little bit. And I didn't really talk about it in France, but the Pokemon situation in Paris was amazing. We caught so many different things that you don't normally see here. So we got a Tangela and a Chansey. We also found a whole bunch of Mr. Mimes. I think I caught 6 of them. Only one of them is really any good, but still, I'm keeping them all. So I'm wearing a similar type of outfit. Sunglasses are Tom Ford. My scarf is Aritzia. I'm wearing a little bomber jacket from Uniqlo. My shirt underneath is also Uniqlo. My jeans are the American Apparel Easy jeans. And then I have on my thrifted over-the-knee suede boots. The tote bag I'm wearing is new. I got it in Paris. It's by the brand Le Tanner, which is a Parisian company, and I really like it. It's very similar to the Longchamp, but I like the shape a little bit better on me. So even though it was too much last time, we got 5 meat pies again today, but it was buy 4 get 1 free because we had one of those cards that you fill out, the loyalty cards. I don't know which is which, but we got the traditional Aussie meat pie. I know this one is the El Diablo, which is a pulled pork. We also got a Canadian, which I'm assuming is this one. We got the creamy zucchini and the butter chicken.
That's awesome. Very cool. So this is the Chevrolet Cruze. This is smart. 2016. Cool looking car. Wow. It has a 1.4 liter turbo engine that gets 5
ridiculous.
for 100 kilometers per hour. What doesn't this car have?
What was she trying to bite?
Like, that's awesome.
The strength.
The ribbon? Lulu is so tired. She had such a busy day yesterday. My husband and I were in Brampton. We went to see our friends and did a little photo shoot for them. And Lulu was in their backyard for a little bit and just running back and forth, and she is so tired today. So she is sleeping in her bed, which we've moved to the living room. When we went to my friend's house, she gave us all of these samosas. There's a little Indian restaurant in Brampton that she goes to, and it's really, really good. I've had their stuff once when she ordered takeout for us to eat at her place. So excited. I'm gonna heat a few of these up in the toaster oven. She also got us this tea set, which looks awesome and couldn't have come at a better time because I am out of black tea and green tea, I think, except I still have some matcha. I just took everything out of the packaging, and this tea mug is actually really, really nice. It is quite a heavy glass, and it's got a really nice stainless steel infuser, so I'm very excited about this. Those samosas were so good. We're actually making a few more to eat in the toaster oven behind me here. And our friend gave us this huge thing of sauce. So we've been dipping our samosas in there, and it's delicious. I'm actually still really full from yesterday. We went for dinner to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday, and we went to Swiss Chalet. And I didn't think I was eating that much. I was pretty hungry. So we ordered the appetizer platter to share. And then I just ordered the chicken on a Kaiser with white meat. But I ordered a side of poutine instead of the fries or the potato or whatnot. This was the first time we went to Swiss Chalet in a really long time, and I liked it a lot. I actually really enjoy the food at Swiss Chalet. So I was too full for dessert. My brother-in-law ordered the sundae. They also brought out a slice of cheesecake for my mother-in-law. So everyone else kind of shared that, but I was too full, and I'm not a huge fan of cheesecake. Besides the Uncle Tetsu one, which I really like. Right now, I'm editing a video on an eating at home challenge that I'm gonna be doing in the month of November. Realistically, November was kind of the first month that I'd be able to do it because the summer is so crazy with going out and birthdays and such, and then there are a bunch of different occasions leading up to the end of the year. December, of course, is out with holiday parties and family get-togethers and things like that, so November is kind of that sweet spot in between the chaos where I can actually do a challenge like this. Even though I've been thinking about the challenge and planning for the challenge for probably 3 to 6 months now. So I am super duper excited. Oh, no more roti. What am I gonna do without my takeout roti? There are just 2 restaurants I wanted to talk about. The first one is called Aloe. I've been trying to get a reservation at Aloe for the longest time. It is rated in some publications as Toronto's best restaurant, but one of our friends was actually able to get a reservation online. So that was like a major breakthrough. It was at a very early time. So usually on OpenTable, if there is availability, it's either really early or really late. So we got a reservation for 5:45. So we went, and it was actually pretty good. I would say that based on the food alone, I wouldn't really classify it as Toronto's best restaurant. There were aspects of the food that were amazing, but I found that the fish course and the meat course, I think it was beef, both were overcooked. But all the other courses I found were really delicious and cooked and seasoned perfectly. I also really liked the service and the ambiance, and I would eat there again if it was easier to get a reservation, just to give it another try. But because the reservations are so scarce and it's so difficult, I probably won't be back. I just had to take the samosas out, so change in background. It is a tasting menu, but there's also a bar side that doesn't require reservations. It's first come, first serve basically, and they do a limited menu. So if you want to get a feel for the food, you could definitely do that. I think it's easier to get in if you go early enough after work or whatnot. To get the full experience, you do need to book the tasting menu, because the restaurant side I feel is a lot nicer. The second restaurant I wanted to talk about I went to with my girlfriend, and it's called Barsa Taberna, and it's basically a tapas style restaurant, Spanish tapas. We went for brunch one day and ordered a couple of appetizers and a paella to share, and I liked the food, but I still prefer Patria, which is, as some of you know, one of my favorite restaurants in the city. We ordered the manchego churros, which is basically a savory churros that's made with manchego cheese inside, and I'm not a huge fan of deep fried food. I like chicken wings and I like samosas, and that's kind of the extent of it. Oh, and I like deep fried pierogies, but I also like boiled pierogies. I'm going off on a tangent. What was I talking about? Oh right, so the churros I thought were just okay. I probably would not order them again. The other two dishes, however, were fantastic. The patatas bravas in particular were very good. The potatoes were cooked perfectly. Sometimes I find restaurant potatoes have a mealy texture to them, especially when it's patatas bravas, but these were cooked perfectly and the sauce was really flavorful, and the paella was really yummy as well. It was, I believe, a chicken and what is that spicy Spanish sauce? Chorizo. So it was a chicken and chorizo, a paella, and it had piri sauce, so it gave it a really nice spicy kick, and my friend and I both really like spicy food, so it was very yummy. I'm exporting my Eat at Home challenge video, and I'm also exporting some photos from one of the photo shoots from yesterday, and I thought I would talk a little bit about the other two updates that I wanted to do. The first is my typo keypad. This has finally broken. I think the Bluetooth doesn't work anymore, because when I charge it, it lights up, but when I press the Bluetooth button, nothing happens, and my phone can no longer find this keyboard. So I had this for a good 2+ years. I purchased it, I think, in the summer of 2014, so it lasted quite a long time. I am missing it a little bit. It's really hard to text now and do emails on my phone, but unfortunately they don't make this anymore because they were sued by BlackBerry. My husband gave me his old phone case, and funny thing is, this is actually his old phone as well, so this one has a little pocket in the back for a couple of cards, so I'm just going to use this for now. I'm not that picky about my case anyway. The last thing I wanted to mention is that I am actually going in for an Invisalign consultation. It's been on my mind ever since I entered the workforce, so that was in the year 2000. I remember at that company I would check the benefits booklet to see if adult ortho was covered. I hemmed and hawed about it for a really long time. I didn't know anyone who had it, and I also didn't really like my dentist at the time, so I didn't really give it any serious thought, but I had a coworker with Invisalign and he said great things about it, and then I started watching some YouTube videos. Pink So Foxy has Invisalign, so that kind of reignited my interest in it, but I still hemmed and hawed for a very long time. But I've sort of noticed in the past little while that my teeth seem to be getting a little bit more crooked. They're certainly getting more yellow, more stained because of all the coffee and tea that I drink, but I feel like my bottom teeth are getting really crooked. And I don't know if it's because I see it in my videos, but I feel like it wasn't as bad before. So I asked my dentist about it, and now I have a dentist that I really like. So he was very upfront with me and gave me a lot of information about it. The consultation is $50, and at that time when I asked him about it, this was probably 2 years ago, I decided not to go ahead with it because it does require a slight change in lifestyle because you have to wear the trays for so many hours in a day, and I wasn't ready to make that commitment, but now I feel like I do want to go ahead with it. So my consultation is November 1st, and I will keep you guys updated, probably vlog style. I don't think I'll do a full Invisalign video, maybe at the very end, but I just wanted to let you guys know that that is coming. I also feel like that's going to make me take better care of my teeth. I'm really bad with flossing. I don't like to floss at all, and I feel like Invisalign is going to make me have to brush my teeth more, floss more, and it will also combat the staining because I have to brush my teeth before putting the trays in, and my coworker actually mentioned that when he got Invisalign, his teeth got a little bit whiter. So my husband and I are sitting at St. James Park, and we are going to share this cupcake. So a really lovely viewer actually gave this to me. I met up with her very briefly today at the Eaton Center, and she was so sweet and thoughtful to give me this little cupcake. I thought that was so nice. So thank you so much, Lynn. It was a pleasure meeting you and your boyfriend. And now my husband and I are going to share this before we go home. So here is the cupcake. We love the cupcakes from Delish. This is the red velvet one, which happens to be my husband's favorite flavor, and I really like it as well. So can't wait to eat this. I'm really late posting this vlog, so I'm going to end it off now. I have Lulu in the bag, but she wants to get down. Just testing it out for the first time. It's convenient, but yeah, she wants to come down. Not sure if I'm gonna vlog this weekend, but I will be starting the Eat at Home challenge very soon, so I will definitely be back with lots of information about that, and I will see you all next time. Bye!